Welcome back to the Funding Show. I'm your host, Solomon Woods, aka Solo the Funder. And on today's call, I'm going to show you guys how to use the hidden third type of credit that you can use to build your business funding all the way up to $1 million and more. If you're new to the channel, we do master classes only, so expect the highest level of game. If you support the channel, like, comment, subscribe so it can get out to more viewers. Let's get into the video. So let's say, for example, we're looking at this and you may not have the capital to have sitting for 90 days. All right. May not have the capital to have sitting for 90 days. And you're looking at this like, okay, the recommended average daily balance is $10,000. So this would be the strategy. Actually, I want to, and it's a 90-day type of situation, right? Bank ratings go off of the 90 days. So what I would do is let's say, for example, so number one, I would identify 4 banks. Okay. I would identify 4 banks that you want to play the long game with. And what I would do is make sure that each of these banks has a business credit card, and a business line of credit. Okay. So you're going to do that 4 times. You're going to identify 4 different banks that has business lines of credit and business credit cards so you can max out. Okay. Second thing that's important that I'm sure all you guys are aware of, you want to make sure that all of those 4 banks pull different bureaus, right? Obviously, it's going to overlap a little bit, but you find 1 to 2 banks that pull Experian, 1 to 2 banks that pull Equifax, and then 1 to 2 banks that pull TransUnion. All right. So that can make up like your 4 bank sequence. Now, once you identify those banks, ideally you want to do it in person. When you go in person and you're building the banking relationship, and I'm kind of blending a strategy here. You got the in-person, so you got the visual, right? So you got your specific banker that you're going to see all the time when you're going in there, you're doing your business with that particular bank. So they're eventually over like a 90-day period, they should know you on a first name basis. That's ideally what you want. Hey, Mr. Jones, how's the wife? Hey, Mr. Jones, how the family? Hey, what you got going on today? Right? You should be building relationships with your business bankers to where they're invested in your business, right? They're on your side. They're invested in your business and they want to see your business grow and do well. Okay. It's all about relationships. All right. So I hope y'all follow. Just drop some tools in the chat or something if y'all actually following me. All right. So that's one thing. The other thing, right? Again, I said 4 banks. So you can do 1 bank per quarter that you focus on and you build in a relationship with. All right, every 90 days. So let's say Bank A, ideally you want to put at least 10K and keep that 10K minimum daily balance in that account. Okay, at very least, right? When I was just showing you guys the sheet here, the bank ratings, it goes from low 4 all the way up to high 5, right? 1,000 to 3,999. mid for 4,000 to 6,999, high for 7,000 to $1 shy of 10K, and then 10K all the way up to $1 shy of 40K. So you still want to keep that same strategy in a sense when you are building these relationships up, with this bank. All right. So keep as much money as possible in that account. And then you want to actually be adding cash flow, right? You want 8 transactions per month at minimum. 8 transactions per month at minimum. You want money going in, you want money going out. But at the end of the day, you always want your bank account to go up for 90 days. You want that bank account to go up. So ideally, your ending daily balance would increase for 90 days. Solo, how do you business credit card? Okay. Business credit card with another institution that's not the 4 institutions that you want to deal with. Because ideally, let's say, for example, you got, 15K at 0% interest. You got approved through Truist. They threw you that. And, you liquidate that card. You pull the cash off and you take the 10K out from that business credit card and you drop it into the first bank. Right? You drop it into the first bank. Okay? When you do this, that money is sitting, plus you have your funding business, plus you selling trade lines, plus you selling some maybe credit repair or something, different services that a person needs. You may sell like a LLC setup service, right? All those different streams of income that you can run with to make sure that your bank account is going up every month. All right. So that's one thing that you can do. Now, let's say, for example, you have a business that makes, right? You start generating some revenue and you have a business that makes, let's say $10,000 a month for easy numbers. And stop me if you're not following me at any point, because I want to make sure this is crystal clear. So your business making $10,000 a month, but your expenses is $5,000 a month, right? Here, I gotta make this make sense. So your business is $10,000 a month. Actually, I'm gonna segment this. This is another part of the strategy. All right, it's another part of the strategy. So I want to make sure that I'm not losing y'all. So let's say, for example, and this is what I should have did first, because I'm combining like 2 or 3 strategies. That's why I'm even mixing myself up. So you got your business income generating 10K a month. You got 10K sitting in a bank account. And your business expenses is 5K a month, we'll say. All right. Business making 10K a month, or business making 10K a month, business expenses is 5K a month. Daily balance in that bank account is your 10K balance. All right, y'all with me? Now, let's say, for example, you want to keep your balance, right? Like I said, you want to keep that business balance going up every month. So how do you do that if you have expenses? Well, let's say, for example, you get a $25,000 or $30,000 credit card, or 3 10s from other banks, right? You already got some business credit. So you got, let's say, 30K. Or really, it would only need to be 15, really. So here, I'm going to delete this. It don't need to be that high. So let's say you got 15K business credit card. Okay. So all you would do is take each of your expenses. So your 5K would be month one, right? And you're going to put that on the business credit card. You got 5K month two. Add extra letters. And you're going to put that on the business card. You got your 5K month three. And you're going to put that on the business credit card. That makes sense? Does that make sense? So essentially, your the $15,000, the 5K each month, you're putting that on the business credit card, and all you're doing is using this income up here to make the minimum monthly payment on the business credit card. If you guys are enjoying this breakdown, join me on my 5-day challenge. I'm going to literally show you how to maximize your credit and structure it so you can get approved for high limit personal and business credit cards. I'm going to show you how to monetize that information by helping business owners get access to capital, starting your own 6-figure funding company, clean up credit and get paid, turning collections into paychecks, right? Any collections, charge-offs, violations. I got one of my special guests pulling up to break it down, as well as how to invest that money that you make from your 6-figure funding company and buy up a whole bunch of low price real estate from the land banks under $1,000 with my second special guest, guys. 5 days, 2 hours a day. If you get the VIP and you want to lock in so you can get all this life-changing information, guys, I haven't done a challenge in almost a year, so we're bringing out all the stops, and I want to make sure you guys have all the updated information so you can move forward and dominate the rest of the year. So check out the description below, guys, if you're interested. Now back to the video. Okay, so 10K a month income, that's going to be stacked up to 30K over 3 months, about 30K, because all you did was for 5,000 at 0% interest, you paying $50 a month. So truthfully, this will be like $29,850 that's sitting in your account. Does that make sense? For 3 months of activity. All the expenses would have went on that business credit card for the business. All the expenses would have went on the business credit card for those 3 months. So you're looking at 15K on that business credit card from another institution that has nothing to do with the one that you're building a relationship with. Y'all just unmute if you got a question, because I got too many screens up and stuff, so I can't even look at the chat.
No, you're good. That's a gem, bro.
So let me connect it though. So 10K a month for 3 months, you had 30K in your account plus that other 10K that was just sitting. All right. So all in all, you had $39,850. At this point in your 3-month journey with Bank A, here I'm trying to find a new color. In your 3-month journey with Bank A, now you're free to apply. Now you apply for a business credit card plus a business line of credit. All right, and I feel like I might have explained this even better previously. I did. I know I did. But does that make sense? And the reason why you would do that after 90 days is because what? All the bank has optics on is that this is a real good cash flowing business. Right? It's a good cash flowing business because the balance, your daily balance and your revenue is going into that bank account. Right? So all they can say is like, man, wow, this business owner is doing really well. They're really responsible and they're doing really well as far as managing their finances. And it looks like they barely have any any debt, right? It's a debt-free business. Because what banks do look at sometimes based on the product that you're applying for, they may actually want to see that you have like look at your debt schedule, right? To see like what your payments are, what your debts are, different things like that when they actually lend. But they can see based off of like the internal data that you're building with them that you have a really good cash flowing business. Okay? So that's how you build in that bank rating. But to connect it, now you apply for bank A. After you apply for bank A and you get approved for, you apply for bank A and you get approved for the business credit card and the business line of credit, of course, this is going to be based off of your, business age, the business line of credit and stuff like that. Right. But a lot of banks, a lot of those small regional banks, that's why I was telling you, I like those. They may only want bank statements for the business line of credit. Okay. Fifth Third does it for a business loan. Citizens Bank does it. It's a lot of regional banks, like I mentioned, that only will look for bank statements. And the bank statements is going to show that the business is going up. Everything's going up. Now, they're not going to see that business credit card that you have that you're carrying. All right? Because now all you're going to do is after your 90 days, all you do is now you go pay off. Find these colors again. Now you go back and you pay off that first business credit card that you've been using and carrying all the debt on. Okay, now that's paid off. Now you restart the cycle over at Bank 2. Move the 10K over. Move up all your deposits over. And you repeat the same process for 90 days. Right? Let's say, for example, from that previous bank, though, they gave you, I don't know, we'll just say 40, right? We'll just say they gave you a 40K. They gave you a 25K business credit card, and they gave you a $15,000 BLOC, right? So now you racked up 40K from this bank on the low end. I'm just giving you guys these numbers based off of a business that's generating $10,000 a month. The business is generating more. Obviously, the bank statements are going to come into more of a play, and you're going to get more funding, right? The higher the business is generating capital and revenue, the more, funding you're going to get for that business line of credit that you run through. Does that make sense? So now you repeat that 4 times. Again, it's a slower process, but that's a pretty simple and easy way to scale, your credit lines over time. All right. Now, if you enjoyed that video, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back, pull up. Oh, you're going to get master classes here. No gatekeeping on this side. See you on the next video.